How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carson here with another episode of Supernatural as we deal with episode number 12 of season 8. As we roll into, I guess, the second half of things, really, for this season, which has been really fantastic so far. I feel like my time with season 8 has fared a little bit better than season 7 did. Although that's just my 2 cents on the matter, and, you know, to be fair, the second half of Season 8 could tank, so you never know. But, let's not, you know, be negative. There's too much of that in the world. No, I'm looking forward, though, to getting into this episode. It was really, really great stuff last time, especially seeing, Charlie again. You know, she was just really, really phenomenal, of course, in season 7. So it was a blast to see her again, to see Felicia Day recur. And I'm assuming, of course, with her recurring in the last episode, it won't be the last we'll see of her. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we potentially get round to it. It was just really, really fun stuff, though, especially with the whole LARPing experience. And yeah, it was just really, really great to kind of gel, I guess, the sibling energy, really, of Charlie with the Winchesters. You know, mainly Dean, because Sam was checked out. It was just really, really great to see that gel out further. So yeah. With that said, though, let's get into this episode of Supernatural. It is episode 12 of season 8. Let's go. Normal. Is that actually a place, Normal? This is a place called Normal, where everyone's normal. Catchy jingle. Very catchy. Shame we'll probably never see him again.
The hard part's over, right? We made it?
Oh no.
Sands?
Oh no. Look.
Henry, do not let Abaddon get it.
Get what? This? Ah!
Which of you is John Winchester?
Well, so, okay, I'm guessing, is he their granddad?
Tragic misunderstanding.
Well, I mean, you
I'll be on my
just
way.
appeared out of
Let's not
nowhere. Yeah.
Things of grave importance. I do not have time to deal with the likes of you.
Like, so, do you know who they are?
Till we get some answers.
007 wasn't even, was it? I don't think it was.
My God.
Yep.
Guess the mind's wrong.
Yep. They definitely botched that one. Oh man, that's great.
Then spells never were your best subject, were they?
Dean and Sam are just like absorbing all this, like.
You and your friends here quickly.
You know I can't do that.
You're not a fighter, Henry.
Jeez. Or maybe not. Oh, whoa, she's not, like, flinching, though. Well, a bit, but not total. Oh?
That is no way to treat a lady.
Yeah, she's not your standard demon. Ah, now.
Thank you. By the way, I'm checking out.
So are you.
No.
Yep.
What's
Several
it to you?
seasons behind.
Everything. I'm his father.
Boom. Yeah, this has really shook things up. So maybe you'll be. I'm sure he's going to be a better grandfather than Samuel was.
Abaddon. Yes. She must be stopped.
How come she
And
didn't
she's
die
no
on us,
she's no easy
Humans
slay.
can't be killed by run-of-the-mill cutlery. At the very least,
Abaddon
you need an
is a
ancient demon-killing knife with
freaking
the
nightmare.
That's what this is.
Would need those and at least a week for my soul to recharge. But yes, it's possible.
Okay.
You tapped the power of your soul to get here?
Jeez.
I thought only angels can do that.
This guy's a pro.
What level are you to?
What level?
Are you? Hunters? Well, hunters are apes.
Oh,
You're
damn.
supposed to... Your legacies.
We took a bit of a detour.
Legacies of what?
It's none of your concern.
Why? Because we're hunters? What do you have against us?
Aside from the unthinking,
Look at Rogue Group.
unwashed, shoot first and don't bother to ask questions later part, not much really.
You know, wait a second. We're also...
We share our findings with a few trusted hunters. The very elite. They do the rest.
So you're like a Yodas to our Jedis.
He's just not going to understand that. He was from 1950.
Okay, but if you
Bloody-
guys were such a big...
Walkie-talkie.
Your phone.
You mean my phone?
Even better. Operator, I need Delta 457.
Who are you not calling?
Your emergency number.
Yeah.
You a friend of yours?
Even better.
I'm finding this a very. I'm always like, you know, like with the last episode that featured time travel, and then this episode, it's just really great.
My friend, the Haitian symbol for speaking to the dead. This is the message. You boys ever exhume a body?
Yeah, not the first rodeo. Oh boy.
I like your top.
Yeah, maybe that doesn't give you grounds to kill her. Maybe.
Is Larry.
So what, maybe he, survives the attack and hides out with this guy's identity?
Ooh, little switcheroo. Make him, yeah, you know, he
What are we waiting
died.
for then?
Carried
What's up?
on,
Let's
I
be on
guess,
our way.
his name.
As we have witnessed, is not the case.
Unless she's the last of her kind.
Hmm.
You say that belonged to your father?
She was the one that got away, I guess.
May I? From beginning together, I don't make it back from this time, do I?
I think he,
We don't
yeah,
know.
dead.
Sure.
Which is going to be
All we do know
weird,
is
like
that
you
Pepper's
die
sorry
from,
with him.
die in another time.
What did you think happened to me?
He thought you ran out on him. Had a bum rap around every turn. But you know what? He kept going. And in the end, he did a hell of a lot more good than he did bad.
Dang.
I'm sorry, I wish I had been there for him.
That's it, though. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's a
regret
little late
for
that now,
Henry.
don't you think?
Yeah, but it's not his fault if he's...
The price we pay for... I was a legacy. I had no choice.
I mean, this is always going to be a sensitive
You
spot for
told
Dean.
yourself that.
Because I don't, you know, see Henry as a bad person. There is a lot of guilt.
Fine. But please let me purchase some chamomile for my restless nights before I go. Baragado.
Jesus, Henry!
Is to know about it.
In the box is the key to every object, scroll, spell ever collected in 1,000 years under one roof.
Holy shit. OP?
It
Much?
is the supernatural motherlode.
Yeah, pretty OP much, right? Holy that would be insane. Open that. It's Pandora's box.
Hunters. But you know what? We stopped the apocalypse.
If this works the way I planned, there will never be an apocalypse to stop.
You don't know that! You don't know what's cooking up in hell!
Abaddon.
Except the key.
Right, but then all that knowledge would be lost and gone forever.
Which is
That
probably...
is the price we have to pay for keeping it away from
Yeah.
Abaddon.
It's probably for the best, just in case.
How rude. You haven't finished your tea, Sam.
Poor Sam.
Abaddon
The years have not been kind.
Shit, and he's gonna die.
I can't take that risk. Not with Sammy on the hook now.
I can't abandon my son, Dean.
You might fuck
Not
up
again.
the entire timeline.
I need to do
but,
this. I'm sorry. Ka ni la pugo.
Well, I'm sorry too.
That's it. I get why Dean's having to do, and you know, I don't fault Henry. He wants to do right for his son, but timey-wimey bullshit, right?
I never want that to happen to Sam. Ever. If there's a chance that I can save him,
He's taking it. He's always looking out for his bro.
You're not the only one.
I'm gonna do it. He's my brother. He's the only family I got.
So what do you think?
You've been doing that quite a bit, so yeah. Third time, not the charm.
Why am I stuck?
Oh, hey. Oh, nice.
Double strap. Oh, but you wish we did. That demon trap in your noggin. It's gonna keep you from smoking out. We're gonna cut you into little steaks and bury each strip under cement. You might not be dead, but you'll wish you were.
Holy shit, that's insane.
I didn't know my son as a man. But having met you two,
You did a good job.
I know I would have been proud of him.
Oh, well, this is sad.
You wish you knew the truth, huh? In all those years, thinking his old man ditched.
It's always,
Poor son of a bitch really came here and saved our bacon.
yeah, it's not always clear, isn't it, when you've involved timey-wimey shenanigans.
What are the chances that place is still standing?
The chance we gotta take, I guess. I mean, we are legacies, right?
Oh, look at like jingle that John heard, of course, as a kid there. Oh man. Now that was really, really powerful stuff. Time travel, right? Time travel. Time travel! Oh man. Well, there's one thing for certain, we like Henry a lot more than Samuel. But, I mean, I do get it, though. I mean, it is a very, very interesting situation in terms of the whole like, in terms of how, obviously, John raised both of the brothers. And how things could have been how things could have been a little bit different. It's always that what if, isn't it? Like, it's always a very, very interesting, situation when it comes to, you know, what could have been, etc. So yeah, but it was really, really you know, sad stuff. Like, I loved Henry, and you know, I really felt hurt because he was a really decent character, and you know, you do feel so bad for how he, you know, how he feels like he abandoned, well, not just in terms of like, you know, the group that he was a part of course, but he feels like he abandoned John, and in doing so, like, seeing how, I mean, even though that Dean and Sam, even though he has been shown that they are capable and they are great people, and that John did did the best he could, there is still that hurt that he feels like he abandoned them, and you know, there is that feeling like with him not being there for John when John was a young kid. There is that feeling of, you know, putting a bit of a curse on the Winchesters, but like I said, at the same time, he does feel like, you know, Dean and Sam, they've done well, so. Yeah. But it was very interesting learning about, like, a little bit of the Men of Letters and all of that, and yeah, but as well as, you know, bringing in Abaddon. Like, I'm surprised they haven't done that, to be fair, earlier on, because I know that name always gets tossed around when it comes to, you know, the whole devil situation and all of that. I mean, with the fact that they've got access to the key as well, which, you know, supernatural motherload as it was described, there's not going to be something that's going to be shrugged under the rug, is it? So, I mean, they could do that because, I mean, I'm still a bit pressed about the fact that Sam, you know, even know that he was worthy with Mignola, right? Come on, that would have been absolutely ace. No, I mean, with the fact that we've opened this new, lore, this new aspect, really, in regards to Henry being a part of the Men of Letters, I mean, it's not, like, shrugging it under the rug is not exactly going to be the most, you know, logical moves to make. So one would assume that this, you know, new aspect and all of that, especially with how, you know, different it is in regards to the whole hunting gig and all of that, and how, you know, Henry wasn't really too keen about the whole hunters experience until he did get, you know, a bit of an idea of, you know, what Dean and Sam had to contend with. It does, you know, bring you a bit of intrigue in terms of, okay, well, we're going to be unpacking those kind of worms a bit more in future episodes, one would assume. So, yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see. But, I mean, with the fact that they've got, like, you know, a key that you know, it leads to every scroll, every object, etc. It's you know, giving me Pandora's box vibe, because you look, like I said, you've got every object, you've got every hoo-ha out there under one roof, and it's like, I mean, that's insane, really. Now they've got, you know, the bloody key, so yeah. Although I will say, though, with the way that Dean, I mean, with the way that Dean is, well, how he dealt with Abaddon, and how he buried her under, well, how he intended to bury her under cement. Of course, he did that when the last scene came about, I guess. That is a fucking cold move. I mean, it's a fate worse than death. As he said, he'll wish you were dead, really. Because that's it, though. I mean, it's just like being buried alive, except you're never going to run out of well, it's essentially that, isn't it? You are buried alive, and you're never going to run out of oxygen. And you'll be just driven to that insanity, really. So, yeah. Also, I do want to see, you know, I do hope that Dean does take a lesson out of Henry's book, really, because in terms of the whole bullets, because he carved the demon trap thing in the bullets, which is you know, really, really handy, because obviously, you know, it's a bit of a creative way to, you know, pull the wool, because you know, they will usually expect a sigil above their heads and all of that, so this will really shut them up, because you're like, normal bullets won't wait, what? How the fuck did you do that? So that was really, really crazy from Henry. So yeah, but yeah, I liked him. I'm sad that Henry did die. I mean, I had a feeling it was going to come down to that when obviously the whole matter on him walking out on John was explored. And you know, he was very, very insistent that you know, I'm not walking out. Why would I walk out on John and all of that? You know, this whole mystery about John, about Henry's disappearance. Yeah, it's always going to lead to a more tragic element where, you know, he just never came back to his timeline, or his you know, place of time, should I say? And you know, he died in the future, which is, you know, just really, really eerie in itself, isn't it? Because obviously, you know, he's from one time and he dies in another. So yeah, but Yeah, it was really sad, but I guess it was kind of expected. But like I said, at the same time, it is sad because I felt like I mean, I don't know if it would be, you know, borrowing a bit from the whole Samuel situation because he was a recurring character. Obviously, there was a bit of resurrection, you know, dealt with there, but this isn't exactly that. This is someone from another point of time being thrown into the future. And you know, I feel like it would have been, well, that's it though. I mean, I felt like you could have, you know, used Henry a bit more. Like I said, I don't know if it would have borrowed too much on the whole Samuel, like you've got a grandfather, you know, connected to the boys. Because, you know, Samuel was kind of thrown out of sync in terms of his point of time, if you want to, you know, be technical about it. Yeah, there was a bit of a more, like I said, a bit more of a complicated matter in terms of bringing him back alive and all of that. But also, like I said, it was essentially like he was plucked out from one point of time to you know, what was it, 2011 for season 6. So yeah, and it's the same kind of here with, you know, Henry being plucked from, what was it, 1959 or something like that, and or 1958 should I say, and you know, he's in 2013. I love the Mayan comment, by the way, that was great. But still, I mean, with this whole, you know, like I said, that there's this idea that the Men of Letters is not exactly going to be an aspect that's, I mean, it's a whole new piece of lore to explore, and it is going to be very, very interesting to see how people do, you know, respond to that, because you know, is it really disturbing the I guess secrecy of the Winchesters' ties to, I don't think it is. If anything, it opens a whole juicy chapter, really, especially with their especially when you want to consider Mary's side, where, you know, that was hunters basically, and you've got John's side, who, you know, well, before him they were members of this, you know, I don't want to say cult, but they kind of looked culty, didn't they? So yeah, and it's just very, very interesting. It doesn't disturb anything because obviously Sam and Dean, you know, they still derive from a list of hunters anyways, from, like I said, Mary's side. But like I said, this opens a whole juicy aspect to their bloodline, really. So yeah. And with the fact that, as I've mentioned, this thing is not going to exactly, it doesn't feel like this thing is going to get swept under the rug. It's going to be very interesting to explore that further, I would say. So yeah, because you're handling so much to us, and you can't tease us. Like, you can't tease us this, like, you know, juicy, luxurious meal and then just take it away. You have to give us the full meal, and so I feel like we're getting that because, like I said, this you know, Men of Letters shebang, this whole you know, key, it's, you know, something that we've got to keep a hold of. So yeah. But I do like as well how Sam and Dean are seemingly back on a bit of the same page, especially when it came to Dean always looking out for Sam, of course, and that. So, yeah, but I also really loved the whole kerfuffle in terms of Henry trying to get back to John. Oh, I mean, that's it though, and you felt so bad for him because, yeah, he didn't want to abandon John, and, you know, that was very, very powerful stuff. And it was like, it sucks because if he does go back to John, he does create a chance on disturbing the timeline, disturbing the fact that Dean and Sam cease to exist. And you know, that's it though. When it comes to him saying, well, there wouldn't be an apocalypse if I get back to my time, if you know, our organization continues to thrive. I mean, he might feel that way, but obviously this is branching out a new timeline of uncertainty as well. It's all timey-wimey, and you don't know what you could be changing. Maybe the Mayans would be right in this timeline. No, but it's always tricky when you're, being thrown into what is, I guess, the present. I mean, the 1958 was the present day for him, but when you are thrown into the future and all of that, it's like, well, this could be the I guess canon timeline, and I don't want to, do I want to really jeopardize that when, Sam and Dean seem like they've got things handled and all of that, and yeah, but, you do get it, though, because he doesn't want to abandon John, and, you do feel so bad for Henry, so, yeah. But it was very, very powerful stuff. I mean, there was, of course, that moment where Dean really had a go as well at Henry. But yeah, it was always going to be very like that. That's it, though. As I was saying, you always had this idea that he didn't abandon Thingamabob. So yeah, but. It is just a really, really sad situation. Yeah, I mean, with Henry, there is also, like, this whole situation that, things might have been a bit different in terms of how Dean and Sam would have been raised as well if he, went back and all of that. If he didn't ran away, but that's it, though. It's all a bit of a mess, isn't it? And it's just really, really tragic. So, but yeah, I really, really loved the whole Henry situation, and even if it was tragic and all of that, yeah. But not just that, though. He was just a really, really neat guy, and of course, he's a really, really neat guy that needs to die, right? So, yeah, but. It was a really, really solid episode, in my opinion. Really, really great stuff. So, yeah. And Abaddon was really, really, she was really, really incredible as well. Very, very sinister. As soon as you bring up the name Abaddon, I'm like, oh, this is not going to be your, run-of-the-mill demon. You can just stab her and then she'd be like, no, she's not, it was a tickle, and it was very, very tough to obviously with her being established in terms of being a member of the Knights of Hell and all of that, but she was not going to go down easy, and I'm glad that they didn't make it easy, and Dean had to resort to I guess, like I said, a fate worse than death, really. So, and it might work, but like I said, but no, this was really, really superb stuff. Like I said, so awesome. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.